A large portion of the Epstein files have been released, showing photos of Jeffrey Epstein with high-profile associates, including former President Bill Clinton. In one photo, Clinton was seen in a hot tub with an anonymous female. In another photo, Clinton is seen with Michael Jackson. Other files in the drop include court records, DOJ disclosures, Freedom of Information Act records, and other photos. I have Yash Ahuja joining me with more details. Yash, what more can you tell us?
Yes, Vaishali, what you see on your screens is former President Bill Clinton in what we can only imagine is the Epstein's private jet. Now, in this photo, the former president is seen with a woman sitting beside her. This is one of the many photos that has been released by the Department of Justice under the new Freedom of Information Act records. Now, just yesterday, a large portion of Epstein files were released, and it showed uh, from people like Noam Chomsky to Bill Clinton in the files. And now, another image that has been released by the DOJ, you can see former President Bill Clinton with a woman in the seats. This is another photo of President Bill Clinton in pool with other women. Back to you.
All right, viewers. Now, of course, now this picture that Yash has just told us about, looks like a very intimate picture in between Clinton and this anonymous female who's sitting on his lap, and this is, of course, an intimate picture that we've got our hands on, which we're showing you. And of course, there are more pictures of Clinton sitting with Michael Jackson as well. But this is one particular picture which has, of course, grabbed all the eyeballs. And now, of course, a large portion, viewers, of the Epstein files have been released, showing photos of Jeffrey Epstein with high-profile associates. Now, in another photo from the newly released Epstein files, former President Bill Clinton is seen posing alongside the late pop icon Michael Jackson. In some cases, with singer Diana Ross and others present. These images part of a massive Department of Justice release on December 19, 2025. Under the Epstein Files Transparency Act, show various celebrities and figures in social settings. So this, of course, viewers, is the latest development, and now I have Yash back with me. Yash, we're of course talking about this picture with Michael Jackson. What more can you tell us?
Yes, Vaishali, what you see on your screens is former President Bill Clinton with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross in what we can only imagine is Jeffrey Epstein's private jet. Now, this is among the trove of numerous photographs released. As we saw earlier, it was President Bill Clinton with a woman sitting on her lap, and this is President Bill Clinton standing alongside Michael Jackson. Now, just a side note, being in the images does not mean that they are involved in any wrongdoings, but these images are very, very these are explosive releases. These are something that that we did not comprehend. The sweeping blackouts across many of the documents, combined with the tight control over the release by official, stoked skepticism over whether this disclosure will silence conspiracy theories of a high-level cover-up. In one example, 7 pages listing 254 masseuses having every name buried beneath thick black bars alongside the note redacted to protect potential victim information. Even so, the files shed some light on the disgraced financiers' intimate ties to the rich and famous, Trump among them. At least one file contains dozens of censored images or of scantily clad figures. Others show Epstein and companions, their face obscured, posing with firearms. Previously, unseen photographs, including one of a youthful looking President Lincoln lounging in a hot tub, was part of the it was part of the image blacked out by a stark rectangle. Uh, the White House wasted no time seizing on Clinton's appearance. But Democrats voiced frustration that the release fell far short of what was mandated by the Epstein Files Transparency Act, the new federal law, which, by the way, requires government's entire case file to be posted publicly by Friday, constrained only by legal and victim privacy concerns, as we saw earlier.